Hey friends, welcome back. I am Sarah, DIY with Crafty Sarah. Welcome back to my page. I'm on just a few minutes early, so I'll see if I'll start when Tracy gets me over. It blinked red for a second, and I thought, what? Maybe I didn't plug it in, but it's always plugged in. What is Facebook doing? I wonder if our internet is kind of sketchy today. The reason why I say that is because my Alexa keeps going off and I can't figure out what the heck. And now, when I went to log in, it's spinning and spinning. So we shall see, you guys. I never have internet trouble. Really, I don't. I mean, we are fiber, we're in town. The weather's not bad, except it's 100 degrees outside. Yeah, junk on here I didn't even know I had on here. Good gravy. Good gravy. Okay, I'm going to grab a cardboard. So we still have about a minute. So how was your weekend, you guys? Tell me how your weekend was. Did you do anything fun? You know what? What did we do? Well, I complained last week that I haven't had a date with my husband for a long time, so he told me he was going to take me on a date. I go, where are you taking me on my date? He goes, I think I'll take you to the casino, which is in a town over. Thanks, Tracy. So we went there, and then we went out to eat. It was fun. So I'm going to paint this. This is one of the coveted 99-cent surfaces from Menards. And I'm going to do it in buttermilk. Maybe. I bet I didn't. Let me look here. I don't think I took the paper out of here, you guys. So the paint won't come out. I did not. Oh my gosh. Let me put this on here first. How am I going to get that out of there? I know. I'll stick a paintbrush in there. We'll just go this way. There we go. Oh boy, if all else fails. Starting out good, huh? Starting out good. All right, might just wipe that on there. Use that little bit of paint that's on there. So I'm going to paint this buttermilk, and then we're going to chalk a design on it, and it's this one. I think I love fall, but I think I love fall most of all. And I think that might be true. I think I might like fall most of all. Today, it's like 100, you guys. So I'm not loving this today. But I don't like winter either. So I'm kind of picky. Kind of a little bit picky. I don't want winter, and I don't want the heat of summer. Hi, Mary. I've come to the conclusion, almost 70 years old, Caffeine, how are you? That I don't like extremes. extremes of anything. So, be it winter or summer. So I like spring and fall. Just saying. Hi, Chris. So Menards ran a special a while back where they had these pieces of wood for 90, they were like, I don't know, you guys. They were like 96 cents or 98 cents or something. It was stupid, whatever they were. And, of course, I went in about 12 of each or something. And then I kind of forgot I have them. So then I was thinking, well, what can I put this on? And I thought, oh my gosh, I have one of those squares. Let's just do that. So how was your weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend? Hi, Lori. Thanks, Kathany, for sprinkling me out there. Hi, Steph. What are you missing on your order, Steph? Nope, I did not get that message. Is it on the whatnot? Is it one of your light kits? I feel like I forgot a light kit on somebody's. Just let me know. You're babysitting that little grandson. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my garden's just starting to, I have minimal, you guys, minimal. Cucumbers, tomatoes, and peppers. That's me. And my tomatoes, my big tomatoes are not ready yet. I think I'm going to put another coat on that. I can just kind of see through it, you guys. It's the floral ghost. Oh, the whole ghost wasn't there? Oh my God. What a wacko. I wonder if somebody else got a ghost that wasn't supposed to get it. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I'll fix that. God. You know what? You get so nervous because you want to get them out. My one friend tells me that they say that you should ship them out within 2 days. She goes, I don't ship it out within 2 days. She goes, because a lot of times she has to cut the stuff that she's selling. And so sometimes she's still cutting in the middle of the week. You know, she might do it on a Sunday and she's still cutting in the middle of the week. So I think I need to just slow my roll. Oh, green beans. I used to can green beans. I remember one year I canned 40 quarts. And we had like a little patch of green beans out here. And they were in a driveway, like what used to be an old driveway. And it was it kind of had gravel in it. And the guy that owned the house before us was like, how are you getting so many beans out of that yucky ground? And I go, I don't know. But I was getting beans up the yin yang. And it was nice. Good for you, Kefni. That's awesome. I do salsa sometimes, but I don't really can anymore. Hey, Cindy. I'm sorry about that, Stephanie. Thank God it's you. You know I wasn't trying to screw you. Good Lord Almighty. I'll put that in the mail tomorrow or the next day. And I bet you somebody else got a ghost. We'll see if somebody else says something. Of course, nobody will say anything if they got extra, probably. Because you know how that goes. I'm going to do the sides on this too, you guys. Because it's just a 1x10, I think is what it is. And then they just, you know, it's just cut in this. It's just cut in a 10x10. you know what? It works out perfect. I'll probably get the back, but I'm not going to do that tonight. But I don't want the drags to go around the front and the back. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. This little brush I bought at Walmart, I really like it. Kind of just gets in the nooks and crannies. I don't know what the heck kind of brush it is, but I like it. I like it. So how's your guys' summer going? Good? Everybody's having a good summer? I bet fair time is coming around, and it is here. This week is fair week, which doesn't mean diddly squat to me because my kids never entered the stuff in the fair, and I don't have any grandkids here. Now, my grandkids will enter in their county fair, and you can bet this grandma's going to be there for that. My girls show pigs. They started doing that a couple of years ago. Their mom said they would never be in 4-H. Guess what? Never say never. Because they're in 4-H. And they love doing their pigs. They did them last year, and I think, well, I can't remember. But I feel like Chloe got grand champion or whatever, the second. I don't know. She got the big ribbon. Maybe not the top one, but the next one down. But she might have got the top one. I can't remember. Oh, tractor pulls. My granddaughter is going to state for the tractor pull. She got to go to state. She is 12. Just turned 12. And she also did the tractor pull here on the 4th of July, and she made it to state. So I think she's going to go. Oh my God, that's awesome, Stephanie. How cool is that? Okay, I think that's dry. Let me make sure my sides are dry. And then we're going to sand it a little bit, and then we'll get going. And if we get this done, I've got another project. I feel like I'm sticking. Dry the paint that's on the, because I am going to do the back, but we'll do that another time. So I'm just going to grab one of my little gaiters, and I'm going to get a new sandpaper on there. Why does it always seem like you want a different kind of grit than you got? It's like, but I want different. But I'm just going to lightly go over this because it really raises up the fibers of your wood. Must have been a little bit wet too. My husband is off golfing tonight. It's his golf league. And you guys, it's still 93 outside. And it's 8:10. It's like, what in the world? The other day he went and I said, you better grab a pair of shorts. And he was like, I haven't worn shorts all year. And I go, you're crazy. He did. He came and got shorts, but talk about chicken legs. white little chicken legs. And they're like ivory white. Because they have not seen the light of day for probably since last year. I don't know why he doesn't wear shorts. I live in shorts. I get sad when winter comes and I have to start wearing pants again. It makes me so sad. Okay, so now I want to do this transfer. You can call it a transfer. You can call it a stencil. It's all the same. I call them transfers because I started with Chalk Couture like 8 years ago, and they were transfers. They were not stencils, and now they're both. Oh my Lord! Things change, you guys. Things change, and this is a size F, and it is 9 by 9, and my board is a 10 by 10. So I think I want to do the pumpkin in the new color of the new orange. And that is Shimmer Spiced Citrus. I love that. And then I thought about, I feel like my finger's been burnt, but it hasn't. I feel like I would like to do the But I Love Fall. Maybe like in a Cabernet, like a Burgundy. And the stem in a like a green, but not a nice green. How about like pesto? We're going to do those for fall colors. Josh goes for a heart cath at the end of the month, and that's when we're going to find out if that $15,000 a shot medicine is doing the job. And Kefany, pray that it is, because if it isn't, he's in trouble. I don't really know if you have to, your pressures have to be lower, because they cannot put another heart in you. You will not survive it. And his pressures were too high. So then they put him on that medicine. So he will never qualify for a transplant if his pressures are too high. So we're going to find out July 30th. I'm going to go to Omaha. Actually, I'm going to go to my youngest son's house on the 28th. He lives about 40 miles south of Omaha. And I'm going to babysit my grandsons for the 29th. So I'm going to go on the afternoon of the 28th to babysit my kids on the 29th, and then I will leave their house on the 29th, and I will go to Josh's, and then my husband's going to drive and meet me there. My grandson, my little grandsons don't have daycare that day, so Grandma's going to go help them out. You know how it is, Kefany. And it's a 3-hour drive, but whatever. They need Grandma's help. My son's going to be out of town, and my daughter-in-law is a nurse, and she has to work. And it's fair week, so their babysitter is taking off because her kids are in everything in the fair. So she's taking off, and I don't blame her. So I'm going to fuzz this like 3 or 4 times. That just puts lint on it, you guys, so it just doesn't stick like crazy on the board. And then I think we're going to go ahead and ink the edges and dirty it up a little bit. So I want to try and get this sort of in the center, you know. I'm kind of off center, so. Or do I want to put it down in the corner and put a bow up here? I might do that, you guys. But I didn't put any ribbon out, so I probably would not put the bow on today. Because of course I have my rag stuff, but. Oh, Kefany, I'm telling you. You think you love your kids, and you do. I mean, there's no doubt we love our children. But then you get a grandkid, and it's like a whole nother ball game. Whole nother ball game. It's like, oh my Lord. And then I remember when I got my second one. And I remember thinking to myself, am I going to be able, do I have enough love for two? Oh my Lord. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Let me think. I might do the Cabernet. I might do the paste and peel and just start and go down, you guys. So I'm going to do the Cabernet, which is just a beautiful wine-colored chalk paste. These are silkscreen chalk transfers. And FYI, I'm going to have a whatnot on Sunday night, and I have over 200 A-size transfers. So those are roughly 5x7s, and they're going to start at $5, you guys. Just saying. That's less than half price. So come on over to Whatnot Sunday night, the 26th, at 7 o'clock Central. I'm also going to have some wood kits, and I have a few size B transfers that I'm going to list too. That I am because I have the cutouts to go with them. So it's going to be a fun night. So if you've ever thought about Chalk Couture, it's a good time to snag some inexpensive transfers. You guys are all reusable. Reusable silkscreen transfers. Whoop. Didn't get that down right. I feel like I can hear my dog whining. There's no way I can. So I don't know why I think I am. There's no way I could hear her. That's weird. My friend, one of my crafty friends, Denise, lost her little dog. You guys, she had her for 20 years. 20 years. Can you imagine 20 years having a dog? I can't. That's awesome. What a wonderful life that dog had. But how sad is Denise? Because 20 years and now her little dog's gone. Trying to stay away from that stem. But I want to get and I don't want any in that fall. I'm going to wipe up. Okay. I'm going to peel that. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's cool. How did I get orange up there? I'm going to wipe that off. I'm such a goofball. I'm going to grab my multi-tool to do the stem, because I've got to go in between the burgundy and the pumpkin. There we go. Oh my gosh, I know, Denise, that's just terrible. I'm Sarah Wedd. You guys, I don't know. You know, when you put your name in the very first I put my name in, and I should have thought about what I was doing, but I didn't. And I'll put a link in here, and that will, when I get done with this tonight, I will put a link in the comments. So come back and look in the comments, and actually it's probably on this page too. I think I shared it, the show. And if you're first to Whatnot, I have a link that you guys can get free $25 to spend. And what you do is, I think, from what I understand when I read it, because you guys, I'm jaded. I get weird about, because to me I'm thinking, yeah, right, there's got to be a catch. Well, the catch is they want your phone number, and then they want to text you, but just spend your $25 and then say stop, and that'll stop. When I started, I got $15, but I sure as heck would have for 25 bucks. Okay. I like that. I like it a lot. I'm going to set this. I'm going to give it a spray, you guys. And then after this Whatnot, then I will do another one later, probably within a week or two, of my size B's. And then I'll have to see how many. You know what? I never would have thought that I had that many size A's. I told my husband, I go, oh my gosh, my friend had 80-some jars of paste. I'm like, what the heck? And then John goes, well, you probably have that much too. And I'm like, oh no. Yeah. I never would have thought I had over 200 transfers, for God's sakes, but whatever. You know, I've been in it 8 years, you guys. So it's 8 years of buying. You guys, this is gorgeous. 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 So I want to dry that, and then I want to distress it a little bit. So that wiped off up there, my orange. I don't know, I suppose from my hands or something. I'm such a goofball. It's like Sarah Wed 7999 7 something. My phone's over there and my iPad's here, and I can't look to tell you. Let me see. And I don't think I can share it to while it's live. So anyway, I'll put it in here when we get done. Get this off so I don't get it on here. Wipe it on my pants, because that's what I do. So now I think what I want to do is, I think I want to take a little plaster thingy and just kind of go along the edges. But I might take my ink pad first and just kind of go along the edge, just to get me started. Just kind of bring it in on the corners, and I am going to put a bow here, you guys. And all my fall ribbons right there. Look, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. So this summer, I hope, we're already in July, you guys. It's already July. But I want to get my ceramic bisque out of the garage, and then I want to turn my table at a corner here And I want this to be on this side. My friend said I need another one of these big cupboards behind me, but that won't happen. And then this in the corner, which you can't see. I'm going to chalk paint that and do something different with it. And then I want to have another thing this way so that all my stuff is within, so I don't have to walk off like I'm going to do right now and get brown paint. Because everything's always about 2 steps away. But I really want to get this, organized the way it should. Yes, that's me. That's me, Lisa. That's me right there. I need to write that down. Thank you. That's me. And why in the world didn't I put Crafty Sarah or something like that? What in the world? There you go. You are awesome. Thank you. You got it. Yeah, Stephanie. Yeah, chalk bundles with the cutouts. Yep, I was like, wait a minute. I have a cutout for that. I'm like, wait a minute. I have a cutout for that. So I grabbed a few of those, you guys. So, and they're in. I got them in my shop. So if you go to whatnot, and you look there, you guys, I'm not really good at this. Then you'll see in the shop some of the things that I have. And I'm adding daily. Like, I really could kind of kick myself in the butt because I feel like I should have probably had my sale on Friday. But I have it already down on Sunday. And I don't really know how to change it because I'm a dummy. Because I am not a techie person. Just saying. So not techie. I can't even do Canva. All you guys can do Canva and everybody makes such cute things. Not this girl. Hell, I can't even run my Cricut. I have a Cricut, and I've had every Cricut from, oh my Lord. I'm like my kids and their Nintendos. They had Nintendos, you know, every time there was a new one, they wanted the new one. That's going to be pretty good, you guys. I kind of like that. And I have a brand new one sitting over there, and it's got dust on it because I don't know how to use it. My daughter-in-law, she makes t-shirts and she does all kinds of things, but she showed me once that, you know, that lasted about 5 seconds. You guys, I like that. All right. Oh my gosh. Seriously. Sometimes these just get too much paint around the edge. Too much paint, and I'm not one that's too shy to put my paint back in the bucket. Because I cannot get Americana paint without ordering it from the company. Because Hobby Lobby quit carrying it. Because they're dumb that way. And so I try to. Good Lord, this one's really gummed up, you guys. Well, I'll get that after. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. So I might use some on my rag ribbon, my rag fabric. And do, because now that I've dirtied it up, that's what we need to use. Right? Right. Right, right. Right, right. Right, right. I think that's turned out cute. So I have a new friend down in Kansas. Her name is Shelly, and I don't think she's on. She thought she might pop in. Well, wouldn't that be nice, Stephanie? I hope I have some girls that want to buy some transfers. Hi, Cynthia. It's at 7 o'clock on Sunday night, Caffeine. And it's going to go on for, I'm just saying. I have over 200 transfers, and I have some wood cutouts. Now, I'm not going to have 50 wood cutouts like I have usually. My goal has been to have 50 wood cutouts, but I can't do that and do my my transfers. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to cut this in half. Oof, runny nose, you know how that goes. And I'm going to put one on one side and one loop on the other side. We're going to see what happens. I always feel like I should iron this because it's ugh, my nose, you guys. A week from today, I go to the doctor for my ear. It's still plugged. I'm so excited. I hope he's going to put some tubes in my ears, in my ear. Let's see. And the reason why I like to do it this way is because I have some of this ribbon that I got from Fat Squares at, hey Cindy Lou, at the Dollar Tree, and they're only one-sided. So you can't reverse them. I mean, you could, but they're not homespun. And they don't have to be homespun, but homespun is cool. Whoop. I got strings everywhere. I'm just going to throw them on the floor. Just like I own the place. Just like I own the place. I kind of do. I sort of. Wonder if I could cut that in half. Because I'm going to end up cutting that off anyway. Because I don't want a bunch of... Ooh, that might be too short. We'll see. See how it curls up? It makes me feel like if I ironed it, it would be straight, but... So, you know what? I better plug in my heat tool. You don't even know what you can say anymore, because I don't want to get whacked. My friends are getting whacked. My friend Lori and my friend Tracy. Their pages are... Which I don't make a bunch of money anyway, so it's not like I'm paying any bills with anything I'm making on Facebook. But still. Oh, let's see. It'd be cool if I had something burgundy, wouldn't it? But I don't. Oh, what's that? That's a brown. That might work, you guys. Sort of looks burgundy, but unless you get up close. You're getting up that close, you don't need to see it. Right? That's what we used to say about our ceramics. If you're looking that close, then you don't need to be looking at Okay, I'm going to add that one and then I'm going to call it. I'm going to tie her up. And I got the cutest little bells, except they're jack-o'-lanterns, and that might look goofy. I mean, they have faces. Okay. I gotta take my car in tomorrow morning, my brand new car. They called us like the next day after we bought the car. No, it wasn't the next day because that was the 4th of July. It was like a couple days later. They called and told my husband. They said, well, we sold you a defective 26 Explorer. And he's like, what? And he goes, yeah, we need her to bring it back in. We have to put something on it, a clip on it or something. So I wonder if there was a recall. I don't know. So I have to go in tomorrow morning. And they're going to do that. And it's kind of a good thing because they didn't think my car had the keypad lock on it, and it does. So I need someone to reset that so I can have my pin in there, or my code, or whatever. And the kid said to his dad, he goes, well, does it have the keypad? He goes, no, that one doesn't. That's an extra. Well, yeah, it does. Just saying, yeah, it does. So I gotta take it in and get it up to snuff. I don't need to be. My husband goes, oh my God. And then I called to make my appointment, and they go, well, can you come in next Tuesday? I go, well, I guess, as long as it doesn't like fall apart or something. Oh, no, it's not going to do that. I'm like, okay. As long as I don't have a tire go rolling off or, you know, all the fun things. Okay. I'm just going to stick that right there. And it's really just a raggedy little bow. Probably can do a little more with it once I get it glued down on there. I like that, you guys. I just like the rattiness of it. Do you like it? I think it's cool. I'm going to get that off. There we go. Once you heat them up, they peel off there pretty quick. So what do you think? Isn't that cute? I like that. And I do have, let me grab these. So someone brought these into the thrift store. Aren't they cute? But they're little jack-o'-lantern bells. And I thought, oh my gosh, I should be able to use those for something, shouldn't I? But would that look funny in the middle of that? You know, you never know what you're going to find when you're thrifting. You know what I should have done? I should have tied it in that. I don't know. We'll see. I never know if jack-o'-lanterns are too Halloween-y. That's kind of cute. It's got these leaves, but these leaves look pretty skimpy. I don't even really know. Anyway, yeah, that was my find. I got 2 of those. So I just got them hanging on my little thing here. All right, guys, so we got that, and we're going to do something else. Let's move somebody aside. We'll move the witch broom. This has to lean up against something or in an easel, and I will put it in an easel. But oh my gosh, I love that, you guys. I think that turned out cute. So this is what you're talking about, right, Stephanie? This is what you're talking about? That's what I'm thinking you're talking about. Where are you guys driving to? Cindy Lou. So what I'm going to do this now is I'm going to do a cutout. It is a big old candy corn for a door hanger. And so we've only got 15 minutes, so we'll just get it started. We're probably not going to finish it, but we'll get going. See, if I was a 45-minute crafter, okay, Steph, I'll get that, and I'll get that out to you. I'm sorry. Thank you for saying something and not being a bag about it. Because I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that I forgot to put the music or the light kit in somebody's. So I'm sure I'm going to hear about that. But that's okay. So this is candy corn, and the bottom is yellow. I'm going to use marigold. You guys, this is a simple little kit. And this will be on my whatnot on Sunday night. And I did cut some of these out, so this snowman will also, there were people asking about that at my last whatnot, so. And I have some new stuff. Some new stuff and some old stuff, or some not so new stuff. Buttload of transfers. And the center is orange, and I'm using spiced pumpkin. See, our segments for this week on Craft Round the Clock are an hour. Normally they're 45 minutes, so I would have been done at 45 minutes. That's about my time. That's really a perfect time for me, 45 minutes. And then the top is white. Who likes candy corn? Nobody? Nobody does. I always say, I buy it. I usually buy a couple of those 5-pound bags, which I think now are 3-pound bags, at the 5-pound price. This is what I found out last year. And I mix it with dry roasted peanuts. And my husband absolutely loves it. Big old jar on our little island, and he just mouths it. And I take a few once in a while. I take like 4 nuts and a candy corn. You know, I do like the sweet salty. So there was a 9 o'clock presenter after me. Hi, Jamie. But I'm not sure that anybody took it because whoever it was canceled. I forget who it was. Somebody canceled. They had to cancel. You know, I never thought that would ever happen to me because and I remember when I signed up, Tracy told me, she goes, now make sure you log in when you put in your time because you can't change it if you don't. And I'm thinking, I'm never going to change it. Well, I put in for this Wednesday and I needed to change it. So I had to have Tracy change it because I'm a dummy and I didn't log in. I didn't follow directions. I'm going to put one more coat on this. And I felt bad because that's the first time I've done that. Because when I sign up for something, I say I'm going to do it, I do it. But sometimes, you know what they say, stuff happens. My plans changed for Wednesday. And I even put it on my calendar. My husband goes, what's this? Because I put CRTC, craft round the clock, on my calendar, CTRC. He goes, what's this? I go, it's craft round the clock. I have a segment that day. Oh. Sometimes, you know, he doesn't know where I am. And then he'll go look at the calendar. Yeah, you weren't home for lunch. I had to go look at the calendar and see. I go, yeah, I had a doctor appointment, or I had a nail appointment, or I had, you know, something. Like, yeah, I told you. But he doesn't listen. He says he does, but he doesn't. The other night he had his TV up so loud in the TV room that he was watching something, and the noise, it was like I don't know, you guys, it was like a crash or something, and the dog started barking. I think that she thought it was outside, and she ran to the door. I go, it was on Dad's TV. But she kept barking. Oh my gosh, you guys, guess what I found in my yard the other day? A possum head. Head only. It took me a minute, not gonna lie. It took me a minute to figure out what it was. What would eat a possum? His whole body gone. I'm not kidding you. It was the head only. First I thought it was a baby bunny because it had ears, like little ears. And then I got to looking at it and I was like, oh my Lanta, that's a possum's head. I'm about gagged. I was trying to keep my dog. Yeah, Jamie, you was right. Blech. Yeah, a head. Just the head. And so then I Googled it. What eats possums? And it said humans. And I'm like, yeah, Granny Clampett. Hunt them, you know, not necessarily eat them, but my friend said, do you have any hillbillies in your neighborhood? I go, well, the Clampetts, but no, we don't. Granny Clampett used to cook possum. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm telling you, that was gross. That was beyond gross. Beyond gross. So you know what I did? My husband goes, you should have picked it up and put it in the garbage. And I go, that's a big old hell no. I go, that's a hard no. I go, I'm not doing that. So I took a stick and I flicked it into the street, and then a car ran over it. Flattened it out. I mean, it was covered with flies and bleh. You guys, it was gross. I'm like, no thank you, I'm over it. Nope, nope, nope. I go, you want to go get it? You scoot out there and get it. Isn't that cool, you guys? And then it gets trick or treat on it. And then you could put other things on it too. I'm going to grab a dauber just because I can. It'll just go quicker. We still got 5 minutes. Might even be able to. It says trick or treat. And then it also has like some little signs, but I didn't do the signs. Not that they go with this, it was just an addition. But it had a spider web and some bats and a ghost. And I cut out this, or I actually have a bag of stuff I'm going to sell. And it's going to have bits and pieces from things that I cut out that I didn't use, or I have extra, or I screw up. Or and so I put some stuff in that bag from this. But it did have this little ghost, and it has this little spider web, and it has that little spider. So, you know, I mean, I'm going to paint them. We might use them, might not. When you daub, it goes so fast. Then you see my bat wing going, though. Nobody needs to see that. I had a sleeveless shirt on yesterday. I told my husband, well, I said, I can wear a sleeveless shirt at home, but I'm not going out in public. He goes, why? I go, because I have bat wings. He just laughs. But it's true. I have bat wings. I don't need to have any swinging, nothing. See, someday if I have the right stuff, I will have all of these things that I'm reaching for behind me. So I won't have to reach. It'll just be right there. Okay. The only time I don't like to daub, you guys, is when if I was going to chalk on it, or because it's a texture, so it kind of messes with your stuff. It messes with your stuff. So this is the base that this gets glued onto. Four minutes. I wonder if there is anybody after me. Is there, Jamie? Did anybody take it? And so this gets glued to this. But I feel like I want to put the glue on this. And so I'm going to use my art glitter glue. I did have some quick or what the heck's it called? Not quick thick. The clear glue that dries fast. I have that, but mine was drying out. Mine got plugged, so I did put it into another bottle the other day. So I'm just going to go down this. There we go. Actually, you know what, you guys? I want to ink. Around each of these pieces. So like I said, you guys, if you're around on Sunday night at 7, I'm going to do a whatnot, and in my whatnot will be some laser wood cutouts, but there's going to be a lot of size A. Oh, that's still wet. Yikes. Like really wet. So I'm going to set this on here. I think that'll be all right. Next comes the orange. Right up next to the yellow.